Hey guys, welcome back to Pro 784 Racing. I want to thank you for dropping by our videos today, and I appreciate everything. Okay, so today I'm going to be a shop video today of, I'll be working on the Can-Am Renegade here behind me here. This is a Can-Am Renegade 1000 2019 model, I think it is. And we are going to be changing the front A-arms, the upper A-arms, and then also going to be putting some shocks on there. We just got some shocks back from DeRisi Racing, where he just serviced them, so I'll be mounting those on there also, so we can get this thing back in running condition so we can start riding it again. So but anyway, you guys hang tight and I'll be right back and I'll start explaining to you what we're going to do here. So this is a 2019 Can-Am Renegade that we bought. Brandon has raced it at a few Mid-East races. I don't think we've raced any of the national races on there. We ended up getting this quad here used from a fella, and then we had to tear it down and gusset the frame and do all that kind of stuff. And so it's been sitting here for a little bit just because I've been waiting on upper A-arms for it, and I finally got those in over there, and I got those gusseted yesterday, that kind of stuff. So I want to mount them on there today. And then also we got the shocks back. We wanted to service those shocks from DeRisi, and a few more things I want to do to it. Changed out the foot pegs for Brandon. Brandon doesn't like these as much as what he likes to the DeRisi ones, and so these we've had laying over there, and I'm going to install these on this four-wheeler because you know, obviously we're going to sell this. Brandon's just going to practice and ride it or whatever, and I may end up riding it too. So but these these are made by DeRisi. Brandon seems to like these a lot better, because as you can see, they're a lot wider, you know, and Brandon likes the stance of it being a lot wider. And there's nothing wrong with these. It's just that Brandon seems to like, but you can see them side by side. You can see what the difference is here. You know, they both got the little kick ups here, you know, which is no problem there. They both got cleats on them, okay. But you guys, you can see there is one wider than the other, and you know, at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, right? But anyway, that's, you know, so some of the little stuff that Brandon likes. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple different things here that we've got going on here, and why we are changing these out. We run the Texera bottom lower A-arms from Ed over at Texera. He makes a really good arm. You can see how nice and beefy all this stuff is. Never had an issue with these, okay? But these are the 2019 upper A-arms, okay? As you can see, that one's missing off this side, and this is the reason why over here. So Brandon, as we was getting ready to, or Brandon actually discovered it, he was getting ready, you know, getting a quad prep to go ride, do a practice session or whatever. Upon looking at the quad, he discovered that the A-arm was broken. Okay, not completely in half. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is a crack right there. So this is the front. Here, let me see if I can lay this up there. So this A-arm goes on there like this, and say something like that. All right. So what it is this is the front rail here, and obviously it takes a lot of beating. Now, what the issue is, you can obviously see that somebody has gusseted these. Well, we did not gusset this one, but anyway, they had been gusseted. This is where you gusset them, in these two little bends here. That's where they're prone to bend. But as you can see here, this is where the shock mounts here. This is obviously the upper ball joint. There's a lot of stress in this particular area, in here and in here, and that's the reason why this is cracked like that. So what they did, I think it was in 2021, don't hold me to that, I think, okay, they come out with the new A-arm. This is the new A-arm. As you can see, they almost look the same, right? Okay. Now, what the difference is if I flip these things over here, you're going to see here, this is where this one's broke at, right here on the other side. Look at this massive gusset that Can-Am has put on there, okay? And what they did, and this one doesn't have one. This is a 2019, okay? This is a 21, I believe, and up, okay? Obviously, it's a brand new one, but I think these are, you know, the current models that they have today, which is, you know, the 21 and up. And this also, you know, has the big gusset here. This is OEM from the manufacturer. So as you can see here, what they did is, remember I just told you this is where the stress level, this is where the other one's cracked at. if you look here, you can see this gusset runs all the way down and it spreads that load out. Also, it's tied into this arm over here. So basically it spreads this load here. And also this one here, you got to be really concerned about when you bump stuff, it may break there. So but with this gusset on there, you can see it's a lot better. So hopefully you guys can understand that. But if you guys are running these older arms like this on your 19 plus Renegades, I think they come on the 2 years, 19 and 20 or something like that. You guys really need to pay attention. Make sure that that you don't have cracks and that kind of stuff, okay? And anytime you bump stuff in these things are so darn heavy, they break stuff when you bump stuff. And then you barely got to bump it. But this is the other A-arm. That's where the other one is cracked right there, okay? This one's all hooked up, as you can see here, but the other one is cracked right there. So you guys start paying attention to that. And I got a video, you can see my that's a lower A-arm up there, but I ended up breaking that at a race, and damn near cost me my life. So I don't want you guys to be breaking that. Now this is the only quad, for some crazy reason, this was the only quad that had these A-arms on there, and we had been aiming to change them and we just never did, because obviously Brandon was using it for a practice quad and that kind of stuff. But listen, it's still pretty important. So so what I got to do is I got to put a ball, these are brand new. I just gusseted these, okay? I put gussets in here. So this is the other one. I'm also going to change the other one out on the other side. I got to put the ball joints on there. I got to put new bushings here, and then obviously the Zerk fittings here, and then install them. And then we'll put the shocks on there, and that way this quad will be, I can set it back down on the ground, ready to rock out. All right, had a guy come in, one of my friends come in to see me here, but and I didn't get any recording of me putting on the right front A-arm here. So this is the one that was broken. Obviously it's the one that's broken down there, but this is the new one here. I finished it all up, and then of course he finally left, but you can see the new A-arm here. I've got it mounted there, so this is all complete here. I'm getting ready to take this side here off. I'm gonna try to film some of this on here. This is the other one that don't have the gusset on the bottom here. So I've got the new one over there. I've got to put the ball joint and that kind of stuff. And I did that one on that side, new bushings and all that. But I'll show you guys as I get this one off. Maybe I'll try to set the camera up here on the tripod here so you guys can watch me here. Now I'm reusing these top ball joints just because we had just replaced them literally I think one FTR race ago. So I'm putting these ball joints in these A-arms here just because these are absolutely I think they've got probably 2.5 hours on them maybe. So I'm going ahead and I'm expecting them too, and then I'll show you whenever I pull this boot off here. I'll clean all this stuff here out and re-lube it and that kind of stuff. So in fact, I'll go ahead and pull this boot off. Gotta be real careful when you pull this boot off here that we don't get the boot, and I've done that before, but I've learned over the years of how to remove them. But you got to get up underneath that little lip there and just pull it up. And of course, we got to take it up anyway to press it in. Oh boy, that thing's on there. There we go. You see, it's just a little boot here. This one looks actually really good. As you can see, it's still got grease in there. There's no dirt, that kind of stuff. So I don't know whether I was in the camera or not, but you can see there. So the other thing too is I always check, when you pull these off, just make sure these things spin. They have no wobble to them, that kind of stuff, because these things are bad about bending here when you hit stuff. So gotta make sure we don't miss that. All right, let me go over there to the press. I want to press this one out and get it pressed in there. All right, so I got the bushings in there. All right, I'm going to show you guys something else that I do like about these newer A-arms is the Zerk fittings here, okay? So on the old style, you had one underneath. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the top one here, and this one's underneath, and it's a devil to get in there and lube. Let me walk you over here and show you. This is obviously the brand new ATV here, but you can look up in here. I don't know if you guys see that Zerk fitting on top. This one is on the bottom, like facing that direction on the old A-arms. As you can see that one there. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that one there, but they're both on top aiming this way, so you can keep those lubed. But the old style A-arms, they were on the insides in here, and boy, I tell you, that was just aggravating and all get out. But that is one feature that I like about these new A-arms better here. So now, so what I'm doing is obviously, and that was a straight one there too. You can see that straight one there. So that was the one up underneath there that I was just telling you about. But anyway, so these are metrics. I'm going to reuse the 190, and then obviously I have to get a new one. So I have a Harbor Freight Special. So anyway, it's just a Zerk fitting here, but these are metric. So, and then obviously when I put these in here, I'll point them toward the direction of the tire, so we can keep this thing lubed up. Okay, as you can see, both of them are pointed toward the tire. All right, let's pull this over there and we'll get this thing on over there. All right, so I forgot the A-arm on there, as you guys just saw. Everything looks pretty good here. So, but this is the gusset here, obviously, so you guys can see that there. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do now is got to get those shocks. Those shocks that are put on there. First of all, I'm gonna try to put up all my tools and the items that I used here. All right, that's a wrap on the shocks there. Got all the shocks on there. So obviously when we set this thing down, put the tires and everything on it, got to do the right height, that kind of stuff. So the other thing is I don't have tires for this thing. You can see there's tires over there. Those are the tires. I can't remember. I think those are the wheels and tires that Brandon ran at the Old Gray. Okay, and I can't remember. Anyway, one of the tires got a slice in the side of it, so we need to pull those tires off. Put some used GVCs on there. So we got some tires over there. It's got one race on them, so I'll probably pull those off, put them on those wheels, and then put them on this quad. So unfortunately, this quad won't be sitting on the ground today. All right, that puts the wraps on it, and the only thing I didn't do is I didn't change those sway bar bushings because I didn't have any. I thought I had some over there, but I didn't have any. So I will have to be changing these sway bar bushings here in the near future. But they got a little bit of wear on them. Not bad enough to where he can't ride it. So going to get those, and then we'll get those replaced. But other than that, got to get the plastics, put the plastics on this thing, get the tires and wheels put on it, and it's ready for Brandon to go test. So anyway. All right, so that's about all I got. I'm not sure if the wind and the air conditioning and the fan, I've got it on because it's hotter than I'll get outside. Heat index outside, probably about 110, I would say. And the temps, I bet close to about 95. So anyway, I got the air conditioning on in here just so I don't melt. But anyway, good to see you guys. And you guys got any questions about what I just did, or if I can help you with anything, certainly hit me up. What are you guys doing for the summertime? Get in the comments below. You guys tell me what you guys are doing. And we're just working. Golf cart business a little bit slow. All of our customers are up north right now. Been doing a little bit of skid steer stuff. And other than that, I've been working in the shop here on various things. I've got my 1971 C10 Chevrolet that I've got a motor for it. I want to put a motor in it here probably the next couple weeks. That kind of stuff. So going to be a lot more videos. I'm going to try to video some of that. I don't know if I'll post that or not, but anyway, typically whenever I post a golf cart video or an excavator video or, you know, like my C10 Chevrolet video on this channel, it gets no traction. And I'm not sure, it's something to do with algorithms and that kind of stuff with YouTube. So I do have another channel for that I've been posting some of that stuff on and been doing that. So, but anyway, just to give you guys an idea about what we've been doing. And we're excited for Brandon. And points leader right now, we got a 10-point lead, so excited for that. And we got 4 more races, and we're going to hit those races pretty hard and concentrate on those and be laser focused on those races. So anyway, all right, as always guys, I appreciate you guys watching our videos, and thank you for stopping by. You guys like, comment, and share, and appreciate it. Thank you guys, and hopefully see you guys soon.